Darlings, I hope you're doing well. Today I am gonna share with you my all-time and current white floral favorites. And when it comes to florals, I'm always like, I'm not the biggest fan of florals. I don't really love white florals. I'm not even the biggest fan of rose. But then my whole collection ends up being based on rose and white florals. Go figure. So I decided that since I recently done my Tuberose favorites, and I think in the summertime I've done Jasmin, today I am gonna do my favorite white florals overall, and I would be very, very happy if you guys share your favorites as well, because you know, white florals are like, we're bombarded with white florals, and I feel like these are like my absolute staples that I really want to have in my collection pretty much always and forever, unless something weird happens and I change my mind. But for now, I really don't see myself without these. Like, other white florals kind of can go, but not these, you know? Not these. So yes, let me get into it. And before I do, please don't forget to subscribe. It would mean a hell of a lot for me. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And of course, follow me on Insta. So, the first one, oldie but a goodie. There will be some oldies and goodies, okay? Some new ones, but mainly oldies and goodies. So, the first one is Elie Le Parfum. And even though this is a fragrance that I do not wear on a daily basis that much, as you can clearly see, this is something that I always want to have because it's super classy, super sophisticated. It's not that expensive, it's long lasting, and what's the most important for me, it has honey to it, and I love honey. I adore honey note in fragrances, and yeah, this one is no exception. It's just that this one is so sophisticated smelling. It leans Middle Eastern, but like this beautiful daytime Middle Eastern scent, you know? Also, for some reason, men find it very attractive, this one. I don't really know why. I mean, it is like beautiful and sexy and all that, but you know, I probably maybe would think that men in general prefer those sweet fragrances, and this one is not too sweet. But it's beautiful. It also has very nice projection, and yes, it's ultra feminine. You cannot put it into unisex category at all. So yes, there is some jasmine, of course, orange blossom, and rose honey, and some patchouli, which I do not mind in here. So yes, the first one is Elie Le Parfum. The next one that is slightly similar, but it's more of a fruity and tuberose as well, and more vanilla. It's like very vanilla in the base, and that is Kayali Deja, and I adore this fragrance. It has a not bad longevity, but I still wish it lasted longer. Sometimes I smell it for a couple of hours, sometimes I don't smell it after 5 minutes, sometimes I smell it all day. So I don't really get this fragrance, you know, in terms of longevity. And whenever I showed you in a video this one, I probably told you that longevity is how I remembered it from the last wear. And as you can see, I did go through it quite a bit. Beautiful juice though. This is such a beautiful combination of white florals, vanilla, some patchouli, and nectarine. And I think it's the nectarine and that vanilla in the dry down that got me so hooked on it. Because, you know, white florals, officially I don't even love them, right? But the nectarine in here and that vanilla, I'm like, oh, I just cannot. Absolutely stunning. This one is just stunning. I hope that maybe they do like a eau de parfum intense version of it with maybe more vanilla. Just a suggestion, you know, that would be good. I love it. I really, really love it. I love Kayali bottles. The only problem with them is the projection. The only two that really project on me are the Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper and the Amber one. These really do work. With all the others, you know, it's a hit and miss, but it does last. It just doesn't really project. So yeah, sometimes again it's moderate, sometimes it's non-existent, sometimes it's a skin scent. So I don't even know what to think of it anymore. So yes, that is Kayali Deja Vu, but nevertheless, despite of everything I just said, it is one of the most beautiful white floral, like hands down one of the most beautiful. So that's that. Next to all my rose lovers and musky fragrances lovers, but also with a heavy dose of white floral, here we have M.Micallef Pure Extreme, and this is definitely one of my favorite M.Micallef fragrances. It is so extremely beautiful. It's long lasting, but it's non-offensive. It's very classy, very, very high shelf, you know, super duper high shelf. And I think it will work for so many occasions. It can be your day-to-day fragrance. It can be your formal event one, really anything. If you want to feel classy but super feminine and slightly like sweet and girly, I think this one is gonna be perfect. It's quite similar to Chloe Eau de Parfum, but to me it's just more sophisticated and just better done overall. Beautiful fragrance. So that is Pure Extreme. Next we have Mugler, and first one that is my absolute obsession, and it has been for years. It is Alien or Extraordinaire, and the bottle, I think it's my favorite Alien bottle. It's just so like wow, it looks like a crystal or something. So this one is still white floral. It's still amber and still woody, but it has a heavy dose of citruses to it. But to me, it kind of goes very far from the original. If you do not like the original, you might still actually really love it. Oh my god, I haven't smelled it for quite a bit and I'm just obsessed. It's so beautiful, guys. This is that type of fragrance that it has citruses to it, but it's going to be perfect all year round because it is just the ish. You know, it's just the shit you need in your life, honestly. It's fantastic and it has good lasting power. It's so unique. I don't know what they did here. It's definitely more white floral than it is citrus. If you want like a straight up citrus alien, go for Eau Sublime. That one is citrusy. This one, not that citrusy. This one I think is so good if you want something a little bit lighter than Alien. If you want something great for work, for office, for school. Also for formal events because it still smells very classy. You know, all these fragrances that I'm going to show you are pretty much going to have the same shebang. I'm going to say classy, sophisticated, beautiful, any occasion. Yeah, be prepared. So that is Alien or Extraordinaire. Love it. I've been loving it for years now. And speaking of Alien, here of course we have the original. Maybe this one is that one black horse here, or black sheep, I think it's black sheep, that kind of stays away from any occasion vibe. Because, you know, it's slightly darker, slightly sexier, definitely more polarizing. But after it's been reformulated, it's not really that polarizing anymore. To me, it is a perfect indolic jasmine with woody tones and amber. For sure, one of my favorite scents of all time. And the longevity, as I said many times, it is still good. It's just that the fragrance is more soapy and less dense. The longevity is still fine. It's still, I can still smell it for a couple of weeks on my clothes, like outerwear especially. So it's still fine, but it's just more soapy, you know, and it's just not that. But I'm still okay. I'm still okay with it. I will still wear it, as I said, probably a million times on this channel. So that is Alien, the original. Okay, maybe I will just end up with Jasmins on that fragrance. And I need to tell you, I will be soon doing buy this or not that kind of video that I've done some time ago and you really loved it. And I will be surely featuring this one because, yeah, I got one that you should get this over the other. And that is Jasmin's Marzipane by Lancome. I kind of fell in love with it this winter the most. This is just my current love. Beautiful sweet jasmine with almond wood. And this gives you that woodiness. I wouldn't say it's particularly powdery. To me, it's like this very, very sweet, clean jasmine, but don't think soapy clean. It's just like this honeyed jasmine. That's how I would describe it. It's honeyed jasmine with woody base. Fantastic. Just fantastic. At this moment, I love it just as much as I love Deja Vu, and I never thought it would come to that because I thought this is like the best white floral ever, okay? And yeah, it's right up there. And I must say, the longevity is just unbeatable on this one. It's fantastic when it comes to lasting power and projection. It lasts all day, every day. Another fantastic formal fragrance for any occasion, any weather, and any type of okay? So yeah, you actually should have it in your collection. If you have a couple of bucks to spare, wait for sales that are happening actually every January on Lancome's website, if I'm not mistaken. I need to check this and let you guys know, but I think I got it last year, January. So maybe the sales are up now. But guys, this is so beautiful, like so beautiful. And I way prefer it over Dior's Pure Poison. Like, hands down, this one is better. So yeah, Jasmin's Marzipane, magnifique. All right, next we have some Tuberose. Who would I be, right? I did do Tuberose recently, so I'm just gonna breeze through them, all right? Are you ready? So the first Tuberose I wanna breeze through is Love Tuberose, and I am putting this here just because it is not that much of Tuberose. I mean, you totally smell it, but to me it's more like the constant fight between Jasmin and Tuberose in here, you know? It's not like 100% Tuberose and that's the only white floral you smell. No. This is, to me, actually more so Jasmin than it is Tuberose. But it's the accompanying notes that actually made it a gem. Because you have vanilla, you have whipped cream, and this is just to die for. If you don't know already, whipped cream and vanilla is the thing we Winnie the Poohs love the most. This, I must say, it is a little bit green, like in the beginning especially, but then as it dries down you get that heavy jasmine like Amouage loves to do, and that whipped cream and vanilla. So I'm very, very happy how it smells as the day goes by. Again, this is another perfect fragrance for formal events, any weather and any occasion. Works cool, whatever you want. So this one, the only thing with this one, I would say it's definitely... My camera died just in the middle of my Love Tuberose rant, so I'm just gonna say great longevity, great sillage, like all Amouage. Beautiful, get it if you want it. Okay, L'Interdit by Givenchy, and the only reason I'm not showing the intense version is because to me it's more like sesame vanilla Tuberose than like white floral per se. This one, the original, is brighter, it has some pear to it, it's definitely way more white floral, I must say. It's so pretty, guys. I adore this pear accord. I don't know what's happening to me, but I have been on a pear like love vibe. I don't know how to even, love wave, yeah, maybe let's call it a love wave. So I've been like tuberose and pear in love, I don't know. And yeah, this one is no exception. It's a lovely, super long lasting and projecting. Like, I just adore this pear tone here. And of course the white florals, yeah, of course. And it has some beautiful notes in the dry down that just make this fragrance last so long. So it's a beautiful one. To me, it's youthful and cheerful and fun, but yet it's very sophisticated at the same time. So it's like, you know, best of both worlds. You can be sexy and, you know, youthful, but classy and sophish at the same time, which I'm sure we all are. So this is the femininity in a bottle. Love it. L'Interdit by Givenchy. Love the whole range, not gonna lie. Next one I have for you is my favorite white floral coconut. Like, oh. And that is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. Intense, long lasting, it has neroli, it has so many beautiful notes, coconut, apple, vanilla. It is just me in a bottle. I love it for summer, I love it for winter. It is just perfect. It's creamy, it's dense, but still a little bit fresh from the apple. It has everything a fragrance has to have to make me fall in love. And the bottle, guys, like, I love this bottle. So I cherish it so much for very odd reason that I just don't want to use it up. Nonsense, I know, but still, I love it so much. Definitely one of my favorite fragrances. I will always have to have it in my collection, and definitely my absolute favorite white floral because it's mixed with coconuts, obviously. So that is that. I have only two more to show you, so we're almost done, so stay with me. The first one is beautiful white floral mixed with lavender and vanilla and some fruits at the very top, and that is Libre by YSL. As you guys know, I purposefully removed the cap because it was annoying me. It's ugly and cheap. That's why I don't have a cap, but other than that, it's absolutely exquisite. Actually, yes, I know some people don't like it. To me, it's amazing. It stays put all day. It has great sillage, really great sillage. I am thinking of getting the intense version, but I also do have a Zara dupe of it, so I don't know if there's sense to it that much anymore, but I love the line. Of course, except from the eau de toilette that was just released, because as you guys know, I consider most eau de toilettes absolute nonsense. So let's stick to the original. The only one I would again consider is the intense version because it has more boozy vanilla, and I'm always here for a boozy vanilla. But other than that, it's just perfect for me. It's great for everyday formal occasions, any weather, any season. It's just perfect. Okay, so that is that. And now, last but definitely not least, is a newer purchase of mine, and it's fantastic. It really is. It is tropical, but perfect for any weather and any season, any occasion, even formal events. Believe it or not, it is Boucheron Tubereuse de Madras. And this one is one of the most tropical tuberose and white florals that I have. It has quite a bit of tropical flowers to it. It is just beautiful. It has slight spiciness to it as well, and it's very fresh at the same time. Sweet, creamy. It is just beautiful, just beautiful. Very pretty fragrance that lasts very well. It has a moderate to strong projection depending on how you spray. It has a beautiful bottle. I am very much into the whole line of Boucheron because this is my second fragrance that I have from this line. And how is it called? Boucheron Collection. Okay, now I know finally how it's called. Yeah. So here you get 125 ml and you get 22% of fragrance oil, which is quite high. Definitely very, very good, and almost could be called extrait, as some brands love to call something that is just above 1% from eau de parfum, but let's leave it. This one is very, very good. Non-dusty. It is more of a green tuberose. It's fresher, but it has still a lot of density, this fragrance. So don't think it's like your, you know, casual freshie. It is not. It's a dense scent. You will be smelled and you will smell yourself. This one, I think it can be a little bit head inducing if you are prone to it. Out of them all, this one I think is the most like dense in your face. So be aware of that, but give it a try because it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Gorgeous tropical white floral scent. So if you like sweet and tropical, you will love this. And on that note, I will finish this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I actually almost forgot to mention the other fragrance that I really love, and it's also white floral, and that's Jasmin Rouge from Tom Ford. And that's only because I don't have a bottle with me and my boyfriend is rushing me throughout the whole video, believe it or not. So yes, I got stressed and I forgot, but just like a little side note, Jasmin Rouge, of course, has to be on this list. I love it. It is more of a darker jasmine fragrance. It has some tropical touches to it as well. Some cinnamon, some ylang ylang. I really like it. Especially, to me, that one shines in the summertime when evening comes. Very sexy, very sophisticated. To me, it's definitely one of the sexier scents on this list. So yes, Jasmin Rouge officially closes this list and we can now say goodbye, but please leave me a comment below which one is your favorite white floral, and see you in my next one. Bye!